That's what we want to hear.
Oh boy.
Y'all. Let's Sick With It show tonight. It's a Sick With It show tonight. I'm so excited. My brother worked dirty. He didn't flake on me this time.
Nah, I didn't like last time. It was just miscommunication.
And the internet is not gonna go out like it did with Omeezy the last time. Omeezy thought I'd have paid my cell phone bill. I mean my internet bill. And I was like, no. That thing was out all night. Something happened here. And I was like, wait a minute. But what happened was, Omeezy, we got two shows out of you.
You did too. Because
So
I was actually cooking. That was a whole hour. That was an hour into a 2 hour show and shit.
yeah, it was like what Money B did. Money B did almost a 2 hour show, but that was just straight, So work dirty. What's going on, man?
One and only, Don Baby, huh?
Man. Well, we're going to go ahead and get this started. Um, Let me do this real quick.
Don Baby, huh?
Yeah, I can hear me. Okay. So I can see. All right, already got some people watching. All right, right. Work dirty. Or what should I call you? Okay, we're going to start off. We want to know about,
She said, "What should I call you?"
because he
Sweet
goes
baby
by
Jesus.
Montrell, right? Is that how you say it?
Work dirty, yeah. That's my real name.
Yeah, but
You
on
talking about
Facebook, okay.
Governor?
So I always like to start off like this. I'm gonna start off the show, and Omeezy gonna, chime in, But since this is your first time here, not your last time, right?
First time, not the last time. You're
Yeah. I want to know what work dirty was like in elementary school.
Hey, it's funny. So my son, he looked just like me, just a light skinned version of him. Most people probably wouldn't believe it. I was a scrawny, little big head, mischievous kid, and I was always missing my teeth. Um, Full of energy, full of life. You know what I mean? Big dreams. Especially coming from the particular situation I was in. So we definitely made the best out of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Young man was back and forth in foster homes and whatnot when I was a young kid. But we made the best out of life, however we could though. So
Okay. What about junior high?
that's when I got into girls. I was just fly. I didn't give a damn about no sports. You feel me? I was bit by the bug. They told me I was cute and shit. And it was over.
You said you got into sports too?
I said, no, I said the hell with sports.
You said the hell with sports. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know I was cute. Me and we get all of our confidence from women.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as when they told me I was cute and I had something to look after, it was on. It was on like Donkey Kong. You hear me?
Oh Lord.
It was on like the light bill was on.
Oh my goodness. So what about high school? Did you get into sports in high school?
I was him. I was the guy. Nah, fuck that. Even worse. I was a code for dangler. I had the ladies on Smash. I was the guy. You feel me?
So how many times did you get in trouble with the ladies?
Oh man, I was always getting caught doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing. Chicks had my picture and they had my picture and they remember they had the folders with the clear slip inside? You put the little picture. So they be on the city bus. Oh, you know him? Oh, you mess with him? You talk to him? Guys tripping on each other. I was a cold player though. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
But I started rapping in high school. Actually, my name worked dirty. My cousin Zaz gave my name in high school.
Okay.
We used to freestyle battle and shit like that. I actually went to high school. Carson went to high school. He was above. He was like a senior though when I was like a freshman or whatever, some shit like that. But we used to freestyle battle and we used to be late to class all the time. We used to all get in trouble, get in detention, and get suspended for doing little freestyle battles and not going to class. Causing a scene in records. They eventually gave us they started our own club called the Hip Hop Club in Vallejo High because we were just seriously into it. It was some dudes in there. We was getting it in. So
okay. So what got you? So when you was growing up, what motivate or who inspired you to rap? Like who did you listen to and stuff?
I listened to a lot of people. I was inspired by my older cousins. They were doing their thing, Fody and Click and all of them. They were doing their shits. I used to listen to a lot of East Coast music too when I was like young.
Wait, hold on. 40 and them is your cousin?
That's
For
all.
sure.
He said that real quick, didn't he?
That's some big
Right.
shit, bro.
No, no,
That's big, bro.
yeah, we used to have like when I was 14, they had me in movies and shit, and I used to go with D-Shot to movie shoot movies, and I was in music videos, you know, skipping class to get to the music video shoots and looking at grown women and, you know, going to concerts. I was exposed. I got bit by the bug early on.
Wait, hold on. So how old were you and stuff? And what movie did Shot put you in?
14. I was like 14.
14? If Shot put you in a movie?
Yeah, 40 put me in a movie. He had a movie called Charlie Hustle, Blueprints of a Self-Made Millionaire. I was like 13, 14 in the movie.
What
And
was your role?
I played for it was like a documentary, reenacted documentary, like scripted reenacted documentary about, you know, their life, and they come up. So I played Muggs when I was like 13, 14 years old. That show was super dope because at the time I'm going to school, the movie is on the show. Well, you know, this show my age, but they had like Hollywood Video and Blockbuster Video. So back then there were little bras with their older brothers and cousins, and mom and them would go rent the DVD at the movie spot, and they come back to school next day like, oh shit, I seen you in the movie. Then they go home, watch BET, and oh, I seen you in the video. That was a big thing back then to get in the videos. So, you know, it was real easy for me, you know, in high school. It was real easy. You know, the
So the
chicks
girls are really on you then, right?
oh, come on, man. They come into class. Listen, I had I think it was history class. The girl bring the DVD to school and pop it in the DVD player. We had free time. We had something called free time, like on Fridays. We could bring any movie we want, as long as the teacher approved it, of course, so we can bring board games or whatever. And one of the bras brought the DVD, popped it in the thing in front of the class. It was over.
Oh, wait a minute. They showed it in the class?
Popped it in in the classroom. It was a wrap. They
Wow.
popped the DVD in. I'm in there, man. You feel me? It was over. I was having it my way after that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you.
Now, okay, so you started rapping in high school, right? Okay. So now I remember when Muggsy, you know, was telling me about you, right? And stuff. But then you were with a group, right?
Yeah. So also at the time, my other older cousins, which is way younger than 40 of them, they, you know, if you're just a couple years older than me, my cousin Freeze, my cousin Zaz, and cousin Hot that I was in the DBs with. I'm in the DBs with still, you know, we're gonna do another project too. We talked about it. But they had a group called Down and Dirty. At the time, they had a deal. They had got a song called Get 'em Cranking to hit local radio, the KMEL in the Bay Area at the time. So, you know, we was already moving and grooving. We was early on with this shit, bit by the bud. Them niggas had a deal. I was still in high school. Like, I used to cut class to go to the studio with them niggas, walk around the corner to Central Vallejo, cut class to go to the studio while they was working on their album called The Arrival back then. I was like I said, I was like 14, maybe 15, trying to get on a song, or, you know, I was bit by the bug early. Like I said, that was my first time ever getting in the studio. It was on their album in a professional setting. You know what I'm saying? The niggas had snacks and shit. The label they was on providing them with snacks and food. I thought this was it. Like, I didn't care about no money. I'm like, these niggas got sodas and shit in here. Niggas ordering pizzas. And you get the rap. I thought that shit was everything. And then we was going to Ephraim Galloway studio. And I think it was in Richmond at the time. Just that was early on. I mean, shit, I bumped in the fucking Destiny Child back then when I was like 14, 15. Was it Live Oak studio? Man, so long ago. Was it Live Oak? It was in Berkeley or Emeryville or some shit like that back in the day. Like, you know what I mean? I think they was fooling with bro from Tony early on. Like, just a lot of experiences as a young man. And of course, all the shit I came across, just fucking with folding them. Like, I'll tell you a crazy story. So, damn, I had to be maybe 16. I'm at 40 House. He hadn't lived out where he at for that long at the time. So he working on a song called Early Show Life. And originally DMX was supposed to be on the song. You know, his name Earl too. So they, you know, they power, you know, Instagram and shit like that, no live videos, but they on the phone power out. So, you know, DMX is such a dominant figure. His voice is so just, you know his voice. So I hear it through the phone. I look up for like, is that DMX? He like, yeah, you want to talk on my phone? I was like, fuck yeah. So he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to DMX. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. I'm 16. Right? No bullshit. All right, rest in peace, DMX too. Years later, I'm in the music business, doing my shit. I'm performing at a concert called X Fest in Modesto. This was like 20, shit, I don't remember, 18, 17, some shit like that. I don't know. Can't remember when DMX passed a few years ago, but we was like the first rappers to do X Fest because there was a lot of rock and roll groups, country groups, and shit like that. It's a very big music festival. Y'all should look it up. Thousands and thousands of people. They shut the whole fucking city down, whole downtown. Can't walk around, nothing. It's hella stages. It's almost like a mini Coachella or some shit like that. So we performing on the same stage. So, we got the bump, chopping up with each other. I tell them, hey, bro, you probably don't remember me. But when I was a kid, I talked to you on the phone. I was 40, my cousin, I was talking on the phone, he remembered everything. He's like, yeah, we said this, and you said this, and da-da-da. And I was like, what? You remember that shit? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna forget nothing. I was just super. We took out pictures and shit. We kicked it in the trailer. And that shit was dope as fuck. And I was like, damn, that nigga remembered that shit. So just having those kind of experiences early on, I just was a bit early, man, by this shit. Early. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what did DB stand for?
The Dirty Boys. So like I said, my cousin had the group Down and Dirty. And then so the DBs originally was like me and a couple of my other cousins that were my age. We was like they little, they little homies. So they was Down and Dirty and we was the Dirty Boys. So as things progressed on and Hot and Freeze didn't continue to do the Down and Dirty thing, I kept, trucking on with my cousin Hot, who was still pushing the line. He's like, he ain't giving up on this shit. He's still pushing. So my other cousins that was rapping with me too, in our age group, they kind of, one of my cousins went on to play basketball overseas and went to college, all kind of shit. So he wasn't fuck with the music business. I was still here in the streets and shit. And I was still fucking with it. So me and I just ran with the instead of saying Dirty Boys, we just hyphenated the DBs and we just ran with it. Kept pushing, doing mixtape. Niggas was selling, and then my cousin Freeze kind of came back into the fold too. And we was pushing mixtapes, selling them in front of Walmart, nigga, at the mall, gas stations, hand to hand. We was getting money. At least we thought we was. We had the CD burner, nigga, the 10 burner. We had the power cord plugged up in the car. We burning them on the go.
Those were the days, though, man.
Man, listen, we go from San Jose to Sacramento every day. San Francisco, Oakland, Vallejo, Richmond, Fairfield. We beating the I-80 up, the 880, the 580, up and down the freeway, stopping at every fucking Walmart. Because we was like, we had early on since like Walmart got hella traffic because we had just looked on this thing. I think it was Reader's Digest or some shit. And they said, Walmart was the biggest retailer in the world. So we was like, the most traffic in the world come through them parking lots. Oh. We there. So that was our trap spot. We was trapping out of Walmart, getting it in, selling hundreds and hundreds of CDs a day. Wow. Hand to hand, everybody going home with loaf. Like, loaf, $500, $600 is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like $10 CDs each though. We go home $500 each though, $500, $600 a piece. And still flea flicking and doing other shit in the streets. But it was dope. And then we'd come back to that Walmart and motherfuckers would slide back to the park like, oh, you sold me the CD, that shit slap, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we kind of got on. And hella people started fucking with it heavy to where it got back to my cousin Muggs. And then Muggs' partners and shit, his homies and shit, like, hey, niggas, y'all little cousins, I'm hearing what they saying. And da-da-da. They said, they relate to y'all ain't fucking with them? Like, to Muggs reached out, like, we got to do something. Y'all niggas fucking around. Y'all getting it in. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember your first performance and where you was at?
Hell no.
You don't remember the first time you hit the stage? Man.
We had so many stages in this shit, like, because you got to remember we was doing other things, which I don't want to say on camera. But so we used to be camped out in different cities a lot back then. Like we'd be in San Jose for months, or we'd be San Diego for months, or we'd be in Portland for months, or we'd be in Sacramento for months. Like I had apartments in different cities like that I wouldn't go to all the time. So we'd be there and we'd beat the city in half, like doing local shows, going to the bar. Can we throw something here? We throw an event. We, hooking up with niggas that we, know and doing business with from around here. Some friends I still got to this day. We just throwing events and we beating the city. We take over the city for months. Like get up, make our name. I can't imagine we had social media back then. My God.
I know, that's crazy.
What pandemonium? But so that's why when we got our first big single, which was Stewie, that hit the radio. It was received so well because we was already heavy in the streets in a lot of places already. So when they was like, oh, that's them niggas, so they was fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
You remember when you first met him?
When I met who?
Omeezy. I mean, I was asking Omeezy, does he remember?
I've been knowing. You gotta remember, I was a kid, a real life kid coming around Omeezy. Omeezy was my cousins. He's been around them forever since I can remember. Like,
1995th.
Yeah, like so you gotta you gotta remember 95, I was in elementary school still. You feel me? So I met him and his brother and all them niggas way back then coming around, you know what I mean?
Did you say magazine?
I tell you, he said 95, so I was a kid when
Oh.
I coming around, and he was him and his brother and them was already around 40 and shot them, like you know what I'm saying? Early on. I thought them
Yeah,
niggas was
that's
giant.
like, but back then, everybody was like, you know, like artists. Like everybody was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you had the Billy Just, the Shelly Cell, the Click, the whole shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you had Funk Mob, and then you had, you know, you had so many people, nigga. So you was like, if you was gonna do it, you had to step up. You had to step all the way up and
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. It's just I think the what was it, the hyphy movement, when the hyphy movement just so happened when Stewie popped off, you know what I'm
Right,
saying, right? So it fit in right in what was going on in '05, '06 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Uh, even when y'all came out when we was at the Warrior game at the arena in Oakland and shit, right? Came out, popped out, and did that shit. That shit I mean, it's always.
Because my cousins that are a couple of years older than me, they start more running with 40 and shot them earlier than me. Because you know, like I said, I'm 13 or so, 14 or so. Them niggas 17, 18 and shit. So they can come outside more than I can. So like I said, it was like he said, they was going to a little bit of the earlier shit. Like, but I was, you know, all our cousins we really close anyway. So we fuck with it all the family events, you know, even before then, before I was jumping off the porch with the music shit or even trying to run around with these niggas, I'm coming, you know, coming spend the night at 40 house and just fucking around. Like, you know, this is my big bro. You know, we was on Magazine Street, you know, so our history, even like, you know, 40 mama is my mama auntie, and they was close. That was her, like, you know, Ace Boom Coon. All right, rest in peace, my mama, Lenore. But that was, you know, that was her Ace Boom Coon. She kind of raised my mama. Shit, that was her big homie. So, you know, my mama got in trouble, started going to prison and shit like that. You know, my auntie took us in, which is 40 mama. So we was on Magazine Street as kids. I went to, you know, first grade and shit like that, second grade, third, all that on Magazine Street from my auntie house. So you
So
know,
you was in foster care,
I was
you
on
was
foster care
foster.
after that. After I left my auntie. After I left my auntie Shirley.
Okay, talk about that. Talk about that, because that's
Well,
some
yeah.
of that shit. I
So
don't even that part.
So you got your little homies you rock with, like you know your little cousin that's right next to you, or your little niece or nephew. So that's how my mama was to Auntie Shirley. That was her little homie. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
were, you know, running around. They was fucking with it. She was younger, but that was, you know, that was her auntie because my mom is the child of her older sister, so they not super far in age. You know what I mean? They gay age gap, but that was her little homie. So my mama started, you know, fucking up, running the streets and going to prison and shit like that, and couldn't take care of us per se. My auntie stepped up because that's her little, like I got my little homie kids, so type of shit. So she took us in. So, you know, even before kindergarten, we was young, 4 or 5, whatever years old. So I went, you know, for kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all that shit, Magazine Street when I, you know, that was my original landing. So we was right in the house. My mother was still in high school. Sugar was, that's when she had her first kid and shit like that. When they got started early, I was right there on the post of it. Like I remember all the shit. Shit, I, you know, don't get into a camera, but you know, I was right there from all the street shit to everything, the trap in the trap, everything. You feel me? So after that situation, you know, other situations they had going on, we ended up having to go. Well, we didn't go right to foster care from there. My auntie was able to return us back to my mother through the system, but rest in peace, my mother. She, uh, you know, I said she fell on drugs and addiction, different things like that. And my auntie, you know, 40 man blew up. My auntie had left Vallejo. She wasn't living on Magazine Street no more. And, you know, their lives had changed. So she wasn't right there locally, right there where she can, you know, like, let me get y'all back type shit. She ended up taking my sister, though. And after that, you know, we ended up in the foster care system. For really the rest of my childhood, honestly. I ended up staying with my uncle then for a while, a few years too. In between that, and like I said, the plan was always go back to your mom. So we go back to our mom, and you know, she would mess up again or violate parole, end up back in prison, hustling or doing whatever. My mom actually caught an attempted murder case too. She shot a nigga allegedly. I mean, she gone, so she shot a nigga. Actually,
He
said
said allegedly. He said, yeah.
more saying that like happened. My mom was a gangster for real though. Niggas like, you know, she was a gangster for real. Like I used to bump into people like Big L and Chowchilla Prison and all that. Like my mom was really with it. She wasn't playing. Before them would tell you, she was stumped down really about that activity, all that. So she had actually shot a nigga over her cousin, over one of our cousins, for a nigga trying to play with him. And she got busy. Tried to take a nigga roof off, hit him in the neck. And the nigga was supposed to be a street nigga, and he went and told on my mom and my granddaddy went and talked to him, and he recanted his statement and shit like that. So instead of her, getting all that time, she ended up getting just a few years for being a felon in possession of a firearm. So she didn't get out of jail until I was out of high school. Actually, my year after I got out of high school, like months after, like I thought maybe like somewhere within a year after I got out of high school, she got back out of prison. That was her. Then she did like 6 years on that shit. 5 years.
You grew up. So with how you grew up and everything, how did you like not you could have went a whole different route, fam.
I went a different route.
But clearly, you know what I mean? It's just, and you could talk, I mean,
So God put things in your life that you don't even see coming when he got a plan for you. So a lot of people I grow, like a lot of my close friends, like even now, like I got a really close female friend that we've been cool since like 7th grade. And we had these conversations all the time, even people that have been close around us, our siblings. Everybody's on drugs. Everybody's in prison. And a lot of people dead. And I tell her all the time, like, bro, we made it. We survived. Regardless of your financial situation or mine or money or mine, we here. We ticking. Our skin look good. We not on drugs. We not dead. And got 50 kids with 50 baby mamas and 50 baby daddies. You ain't homeless. Niggas living good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm much further than I ever thought I would be. But just being around my cousins, being around people that make you dream. Like I remember 40 took me to Atlanta with him. Out there with Lil Jon and all them niggas, and it just broadened your horizons. Just getting out of the hood, it broadened. Even before you can go to Atlanta, just coming to Sacramento. My cousin hot them because they had moved up to Sacramento. Like when I was still in high school, like when I was like 11th grade and shit, 12th grade. But just seeing different environments in general, coming up out of that small city where they ain't nothing but beef and funk and niggas and shootouts at every party, or niggas coming up to the school funking it with niggas, and we're just seeing a broader horizon. Like, oh, you ain't gotta date the chick that 9 other niggas dated and end up into a beef over the bra. There's other women out here, just other places. I try to go to college. I try to do hella shit. You know what I'm saying? But it just broaden your horizons and getting out of the everyday, day-to-day hood shit will just change your life in general. So that's why I just started seeing things differently. Like, oh shit, I can actually do something with myself. Like type of shit. I ain't gotta just sell, narcotics or be out here gotta carry a pistol on me every day into it when niggas having shootouts in broad daylight and bullshit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's other life out here. Niggas in the hood is small minded. Like, it's so crazy in the hood. Like, you'll be in the inner city and bullshit. You will literally move, like you can move 3-4 exits down the freeway. You would never see these niggas.
I got a question. The streets is dead movement. What you think about that?
It's about perspective. Like when people say that shit, like, what do you mean the streets are dead? Like the streets we know it as, like ain't nobody getting $1 million on the streets. That's dead. The code, the rules, niggas still don't. That's dead. Yeah, I would say it. I'm gonna say it's dead. I would never say fuck the streets because, like you said, the streets made us. The streets is part of my history. The streets is the reason I'm on this interview now because that parlayed into some music and made me a form of somebody that somebody want to listen to or hear about, right? But the streets, as we know, it is dead. Niggas ain't nobody getting no $1 million out the dope game and shit like that right now, bro. Like the biggest drug that's popping to get you 1 million years, and that's fentanyl. You can make $1 million, but you're gonna get 1 million fucking years. Like it ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't it. The technology too high. You cannot be successful. You really can't be a successful, full-fledged street nigga no more. Like, and the thing is, all the things we've learned since the 80s, why would you even want to be? The new hustle was getting a legit business. That's the new hustle. Why would you try to go make $1 million risking your life or risking your freedom?
Especially now that they really going about it with the Rico shit. You know what I'm saying? They really been taking down a lot of people just with the Rico shit. Like you getting on the phone and you talking about some shit, or you having a crew of 2 or 3 motherfuckers and shit, and y'all coming up and y'all exchanging bread, and that just that it ain't even got to be no millions of dollars exchange and shit. It could be low level shit, and they hit you with a big ass RICO charge.
I think a lot of these young niggas, like a lot of these little young rappers and little cruising niggas that I see around here, even from my section, from my area, that be, they be, stepping on shit and popping in the songs. And the thing is, like I say, it's the mentality. Their horizons ain't broadened. They don't understand. All it takes is one nigga in one bad situation. It's a RICO. They gonna cook y'all. While you 19, 20, 21, popping it about how you jumped out with that 30 and did this and that, and you really one of them niggas and all that. Do you realize that you're 27 years old, nigga, you can go to jail for the rest of your fucking natural life, or at least all your youth can be gone over some dumb shit that ain't worth nothing. Look, bro, I threw a Christmas party for my little crew. A couple Christmas, I've been trying to do them all the time. Back in 2019, I had an unregistered firearm in the car. I bought it from a gun show. One of my security did, so I didn't get a chance to register, do none of that shit, and all that shit. So I got pulled over. They was watching. We all jumped out of the gas station, drinking, niggas taking pictures, flicking it up for Instagram and all the shit. Hella niggas, all the niggas I'm with. We like 25 deep. Vacaville. Terrible idea. Right? So they watching us. They sitting over here watching us. And all the bottles and the box of liquor from my event was in the car with me. So everybody keep going in the car hitting the bottles. Pop, 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 pop. So I get pulled over. License good, car registration, everything good. They're like, cool. They're like, what about the open container of liquor? I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? So I tell them I just came from a party, bro. My bad. They're like, yeah, it's all good. Let me just search the car. You good to go. I search the car. I got the hammer in there. I'm like, damn. You blow with the hammer, right? And I go to jail, and I'm in the county. I'm bailed right out, but I'm sitting in there with niggas. I got bailed out by the next morning. With 19-year-old niggas facing double homicide, shit like that. Nigga tell me he ain't never had no coochie before, my nigga. 19, on his way up the river. Ain't never humped a woman before, bro. You out here stepping on niggas. You 19 hours trying to. You hear me? Niggas, niggas ain't never ever stepping on niggas. Ain't never enjoyed a woman before, bro. It just made me think like, God damn, you going for the long haul, bro.
And you gotta watch the states.
The cold part about it is like people like 40 been rapping about the downfall of the shit. Niggas rap about the money, the allure of the shit and shit like that. But then you also rap about the downfall and how many football numbers and all that shit.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers still won't listen to the shit because they know that you still have to put down some type of demonstration in order to get a name in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to Hit a Slim yesterday, and we was talking about how Simba was talking about niggas coming out in 2026 telling niggas what not to rap about. That shit is dead. Don't rap about pimping, don't rap about this, that, third, and shit. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that and that part? Niggas just, I mean, people making it so where like it's like what you gonna rap about? Because if you can't rap about no gangster shit, you can't rap about pimping, and you ain't out here selling no weight and shit. So basically, what do you have to rap about?
Well, so clearly, we got artists like Kanye West, we got artists like Drake, we got it's a ton of huge, massive artists that they're not rapping from a street perspective, right? And they're making tons of money. I tell my niggas all the time, there's more regular human people than hood people. It's just our world is all hood because what we came up under. There's tons of things to rap about. And I'm not telling niggas that's coming from that environment, you're supposed to tell your story. You're supposed to be authentic. You're supposed to be for real, giving people your story. So if you're from that environment, why would you change what you're doing? But I'm just talking about the glorification of it is the problem. Like, there's nothing wrong telling a story. I just don't, me personally, like, I don't listen to people glorifying genocide or murder on their own people. I've never seen another genre or another culture. Like, for example, I tell niggas like this. If I jump on a song and talk about unaliving a bunch of other cultured people or LGBTQ people or Jewish people or Asian people, they're gonna turn the lights off. My distribution company gonna pull my music all off the shit. All the platforms they're gonna take my Instagram, my Facebook. It's over But you can get on a record and talk about killing 90 niggas every day, even people that ain't niggas, Asians, Mexicans, dropped on the nigga, and they using the word nigga. Now, even if they're meaning their own thing, they're saying nigga, like they're pushing that mentality. It's even sometimes when a dude get on a song and talk about something, ghetto ass bitch, what, and it could be an Asian dude, black dude, whoever, Mexican dude. Like people are getting the picture of a African American woman. No other place where you could get on and talk about genocide of a black person, and these major corporations will continue to pour marketing dollars into it and pumping it. You can talk about this shit. I'm not saying going along with Simba saying telling people what to do. If it's authentic, it's authentic. If you're telling your story, sometimes being relative to people can help them through it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not telling nobody what to rap about. Hell no, never that. But if it's your truth, it's your fucking truth, though. I just think it's crap. I just sitting back and tripping about that, like, you know, like, even like the shit Kanye was saying, like 90 niggas on every song talking about date raping bitches, damn near killing niggas, double back into the funeral, like just serial killer shit on their own people. You feel me? Came back, sprayed it up today. We came back again, sprayed it up tomorrow. We came back again, sprayed it up the next day. And it's completely okay. If I say one wrong thing about a Jewish person or LGBTQ person or Asian people, I mean, they wrote laws to protect Asian people in a hurry upness. Remember when a few years ago when Asian people was getting robbed and different things happened to them?
But cats always glorify, oh, he a shooter. You know what I'm saying? He got bodies and shit. They, you know what I mean? And they glorify that part and make it seem like, oh, okay. You know, like a motherfucker get a deal just because he a shooter or some shit like that. He got it in his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Um,
But then juxtapose that with what happened in Stockton, or it was it Stockton? Yeah, Stockton, and you got
yeah, that
mass
was
shootings and
that's
shit,
not it was terrible.
shooting hella kids and all that shit. It's like, come on, bro. At some point, somebody got to say something, or we gotta switch something up. You know what I'm saying?
Glorifying shit like this is insane. Like pulling up to a kid's party and shooting it up is crazy, bro. You're a real life animal. You're a demon. Like they say they call themselves a demon. But they don't understand the person they serving. They call themselves a demon. They saying it out loud. And you got to remember too, words have power. The things you speaking out your mouth, you speak to this, the devil who come knocking at your door. You saying you a demon. You saying you trying to step on this person, step on that person. Even like one thing I don't like in Northern California, and I've been saying this for a few years, but nobody been hearing me. Like, when did it be cool for us in Northern California? I'm not talking about Sacramento. They was already running with the gang shit. But like the Bay Area, especially, like we adopted gang culture. Like, I ain't come from that. We grew up on Max Pimps and Hustlers. It was the deep boy was the glorified nigga when I was coming up. The nigga that took the trap money and bought his mama a house and fixed his granddaddy church and opened some local businesses and opened a car wash and a barbershop and you know and got out the game successfully and had his respect intact and took the money and did some shit. That was the niggas we glorified growing up. When did we start glorifying serial killers? Like that shit is crazy. Like the broke, dirty, ugly nigga with the shooting niggas because he can't control his emotions is glorified. Like when did he become the glorified guy? Back then, nigga, the big dope boy with the money, that was the crash dummy guy. We get that nigga a couple $1,000, he go throw his life away. He was an idiot back when I was growing up. The dope fiends are celebrated, all the niggas on syrup, pills, all the, oh, he's hella cool. Him and the crash dummy niggas that shoot anybody is glorified. The whole game changed. We glorify the nigga with the money, the fly car, the bad bitches, the nigga, like I said, to go open the business, go open the local soul food spot, open a restaurant with his mama, you know what I'm saying? Buy his mama house, open up some car washes, put one of the young hood homies through college. Them was the niggas we glorified. The trap niggas with the money that was doing so, because that was our only means of seeing some money coming from our demographic back then.
But you know what's sick? You know what's sick is between Vallejo, between Oakland, Vallejo, Frisco. It's so many dope ass R&B groups. You know, you got the Tonys. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got so many, so many Sly and the Family Stone. Like you got so many. Like why did everybody gravitate towards the gangster rap shit as opposed to picking up an instrument and doing what them cats was doing?
Like Sheila.
I think I heard like 50, I think 50 Cent said on something, America's got a thing for this gangster shit. They love it. And it go back to the mob movies. Why we love them? Why are we glorifying? Why do we love watching Italian mob movies and their stories? And they were racist as fuck, by the way. They didn't like us at all. They called us monkeys. They didn't want to deal business with us at all. Let's just keep it 100. A couple of them fucked with us, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, Luciano fucked with Bumpy Johnson, right? But they didn't fuck with us. They called us monkey niggas. They then kill their daughter to catch with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And we glorified the gangster shit. We
But you
glorified
know what's crazy? But you know what's crazy is
the nigga rat.
later in life we realized that all the niggas was snitching.
Niggas were rats. They was
Mhm.
rats. They didn't live by their code. There was rats. I mean, like, why we?
The cats that made the rules. See, one thing I can say about Sick With It is we always talk about the rules and regulations and shit like this and following the rules and shit like that. But now in 2026, cats done just tore the rule book up. There's no rules in this shit no more. People just do what they want to do and shit. So everything is just reckless. You know what I'm saying? So you got some people like the Simba saying the streets is dead and don't rap about this, this. And then you got, you know what I'm saying, you got other people that's just like do what you got to do. But the bags ain't there like it used to, because you got Young Thug and them cats that's funking or beefing, whatever. You got people still, rocking with Takashi. You got all these creators, saying they hovering around each other, like they just forgave everything. So there's really just no rules to this shit.
You know, think about Takashi. I knew he was never gonna fall off. Even the snitching shit, how they clown, we're in a different world, cause he. So listen. Early on in the hip hop shit, the only voices we heard were the people representing the streets. That was, really cut from that shit for the most part. We didn't really hear the consumers' voices back then in the 90s. We didn't realize the consumers were the majority. It was more of them. It's more regular people that go to work every day, regular square college kids, regular everyday people that just enjoy to hear the dramatization of the hip hop lifestyle than there is of us. Majority rules. So when they got a voice from social media and things like that, they majority rules. So if, for example, 200 rappers are saying fuck Takashi, he's a rat, blah 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 blah. There is 1.7 million regular people to the 200 rappers. They go, oh, what? Bro, they fucked this girl, bro, and did this and stole money from him, bro. Fuck those guys.
Kidnapped them.
Because in the regular mind sense, take away the gangster shit and the street shit. In regular mind sense, in a regular human, a nigga fuck your bitch, steal from you, and try to do something to you, you're going to be like, nigga, I don't care what happened to them niggas in real life. But because the rules we set by, one of the options ain't turn them in. It's kill them niggas or get away from them niggas. If you feel like you can't do nothing to them. But you know what I'm saying? As a regular human being and a regular man, he did what a regular square nigga would be, because that's what he really is. He's really a square. He's not a street guy. He started running with street guys when they started getting on with the rap. So his actual moral compass and his code of ethics, if you look at him talk, because I watched a couple interviews, he really mean that shit. Like the way he's trying to rationalize and argue with people, like they did this to me and this, tell me what, and it's like he felt like he has a legitimate argument, but you have to remember the guy is not really cut from this for real. So he really means that to his heart. Like them niggas fucked my girl, stole my money, and tried to do this and that to me. Fuck them niggas. Why wouldn't I? Because he's not cut from this cloth for real. He never stood on the block with no rocks for real. He never watched his friends get murdered as teenagers and shit like that for real. He never had to go rob shit and do this and that to eat. His mom was a nice church lady, bro. He not cut from that. The boy has some form of talent. It worked for him. He got around some niggas. They put it together and it worked. They should have kept him away from the street shit. He not really cut from that. And he's a different ethnicity. He didn't even have to do all that, bro. He got the Latin crowd, all that. He go overseas getting $250,000 a show. It's an actual fact. He got an actual contract. Put it up on YouTube the other day, talking about it on Vlad and shit like that. The nigga, like, leave it. He ain't even from our shit. Let him be. Fuck him. I don't care what he got going on.
I have a question. What do you think about that Oklahoma situation with our boy Diggs? Just go to a whole nother state. They got all these rules. They're ready to put you away.
That's fucked up, bro. And he a Vallejo nigga, bro. That's fucked up, bro. Like, that's crazy. Because in California,
that little amount of weed.
Weed sold nothing in California, and to hear a nigga go to Oklahoma and go get all that time over that shit, 3 pounds. What is 3 pounds? What are you talking about right now? I said, man, we on camera. Man, look, man, I was heavy. I'm gonna leave it at that. I was heavy. Nigga, that was, come on, bro. That wouldn't even get me out the bed. I'll put it like that. At the time when I was involved in those type of activities, I wouldn't even get out the bed over no 3 pounds. You hear me? I wouldn't get up. Nigga call me anything. Yeah, find somebody. I ain't getting up.
But don't that let you know even further that the streets is dead? Because you can't even make no money. You can't even make no money selling weed. You
Oh,
get
and
it?
the prices, man, the prices are down. You get a fucking pound of weed, $300-400, man.
Right.
The super good shit is only $700-800. Like, come on, man.
Wow.
I remember you, nigga, a pound of weed was $2,700, $2,800 for 1 pound, nigga. Nigga, don't drop 100 on the ass.
That's crazy.
You feel me? Like, man, come on, man, stop playing, man.
So
Eric
what?
Sermon,
Oh,
Eric Sermon did an album called Duos. I don't know if you heard that, Eric Sermon. And it's a and the album is full of duo groups, like on the album. You know what I'm saying? So you and Hot DBs, what's up with y'all and y'all new working on
Oh,
some new music
so
together?
it's crazy. It's crazy. So look, so I just finished the album with Turf Talk. It's called Let the Streets Rejoice. That's dropping within a few weeks. So me and Hot was on the phone just powwow and popping it like, because I talked to Drew. Drew was like, y'all gotta do one too. And like, we all was like, damn, I see a lot of comments even on my Instagram all the time. Like if I post a picture with Hot or post an old song or, even a song we might have did on one of each other's current projects. And it's like, when y'all doing nothing, like, so we got to get in there. We just really had a whole conversation literally like yesterday. We finna get in because, Hot in Vegas. So I was like, I'm gonna come out there and spend a couple of days with you, and then you come spend a couple of days with me. That way, we mix up the producers and the sounds and the energy, and we're gonna put something massive together. We're gonna drop something on their ass for sure this year, 100%, 100%. I told them, let me just get this Turf Talk album out. Let me have my few month run with that, videos, content, interviews, all that, and then after that, we finna get busy for sure.
How did the Turf Talk project come together? How did y'all?
I mean, that's my cousin too. He had took a little hiatus and shit. And, honestly, I was literally, I just busted a move with some paper. I was sitting at the crib. I was scrolling through Instagram. I seen one of our homies, KOB from Vallejo, he a rapper too. And I seen he had Turf on a feature. They did a mic drop. And I was like, Turf was busting. He's my cousin, but I'm a real Turf fan. I'm like, damn, he sound like old Turf. God, I was like, he killing. He got that, Turf go crazy. Turf one of the, bro, Turf top 5 out the Bay Area. I don't care what nobody say. Argue with your mama, nigga. How about that? But I was like, man, we need to do a fresh song. So I took calling, cuz, what's up, nigga? What you doing? Let's get in the lab. Hung up. I said, nigga, fuck a song. We need to do a whole project. It just hit me. I was like, nigga, we need to do a whole project. And boom, there you have it. We got some shit. So one of those songs I had released a few months ago, like for the summer, it's called Don't Want to Lose. And it's a different sound for both of us because I start falling into my harmony bag a little bit too because I've been fucking with it, but I just never really jumped out the window with it in the early days. Like I said, in the early DB's days, early Sick Wid It days, I didn't really all the way fuck with the harmony. Here and there, I touch it. So I brought this record to him, and he's like, and I'm like, cuz music has changed. It's crazy. This song is crazy, bro. So it's just what he wasn't used to that sound for me. So he got on it, and that motherfucker doing good numbers, getting a lot of good reactions. So we just warmed him up with that one, just doing mic drops, and we just dropped a dope ass little content clip that we shot in Millsville in his hood. Song called "Don't Want to Lose." Y'all gotta check it out. It's hella hard. So it's one of the songs of the project, and we just shot a dope ass video with Jason and Stressmatic.
For some reason, it's a fan base for the Mo3 Fat Trail, like you know what I'm saying, like that type of
Because people like honesty and pain.
gangster pain music.
But if you trip though, they been fucking with it. It just I don't think nobody fully like the Nate Dogs and early on the Viddies and the Bone Thugs and Harmony. But I think they wasn't going as deep with the pain. The pain is because everybody can relate to it. Everybody struggle. Like I said again, it's more poor niggas than it is rich niggas. It's more people going through shit and breakups and getting evicted and beefing with niggas down the street and being betrayed by their best friend than it is rich people that's flourishing and happy. People are going through life. Sometimes they need that to carry them over. R.I.P. Mo3, by the way. I fuck with his manager too. My nigga Rainwater, I fuck with him too. Shout out to him. But I I always loved Pay music. Even before they used to put albums out, like we used to call it the Philly songs. And he'd tell you all my favorite songs from him is like the Zooms. Even though my guilty, the lights burned out, dope fiends dying with antennas in their mouth when they reflipped the Earth, Wind, and Fire song, or the family. I always Philly songs was always my favorite. That's why people love Tupac, loved it. DMX is you can relate to that pain, that breakup. The girl cheated on you, she did you bad. The nigga did you bad. He had a baby on you. Damn, my light's about to turn off, and I got eviction notice on the door. My car broke down. The job ain't giving me enough hours. These niggas are tripping on me. I got into my sister's baby daddy, and when you from there, I'm cut from that. Like I'm sitting there telling you my story. I've been in foster homes. I've been trapped in the streets. I've been homeless before. I was homeless at 17. I got emancipated from the system in foster care. I was literally homeless, bouncing around, sleeping from friend house to friend house, standing out in the rain and shit at 17 years old because I graduated from high school at 17. So I can relate to the pain. So when I deliver it, it's honest as fuck. It's for real. And people can relate to that shit, bro. And I just started falling into that bag a little more. Like, this is something I skipped my early career. I skipped this shit for no reason. Because when we established the DBs, the genre of what we were rapping is what we were doing. We was flea flicking and, yimping and yandering. And so we just talked about the trap shit, the hustle shit, the turned up shit, the hyphy shit, because that's what we was in. But as I started doing my solo projects, like if you go back and really go through my discography, it's a lot of the pain music because that's really what I'm cut from. That's really the core of me and my artistry. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Jon told 40, said, "Man, nobody want to hear no sad songs. Niggas want to
Niggas want to
party.
party. Hey,
Lil Jon told 40.
yeah, we had
Niggas want to party."
but like I said, depending on shout out to Lil Jon. We ran around, got drunk, and did hella shit together. That was my dog for real.
Everything.
Yeah, nigga brought me to Vegas. I slipped and fell in the club. Nigga, the club back there making niggas wear the hard bottoms and shit. Drunk at, we had some good times. And in Atlanta, nigga. But yeah, but it's everybody's perspective. See, I'm like both. I love the turned up shit too. I'm from that too. I want to pop bottles and throw money in the club and high side on bitches and all that and pull up in the foreign on the foes with the drop and all that. But I know it's more people that are going to attach to the pain music. That's why Tupac is still so legendary. That's why DMX is so legendary. R.I.P. That's why.
My favorite song is though that I still bump to this day.
What?
Say What?
That's when them turned up.
I don't know. There's something about that song. Like when you're driving, I was like, man, we're dirty.
Say what?
This one.
That was my shit. But I make music in the times. Like so Say What time. What year was that? A couple years, it was a few years back. Anyway, I felt rich as fuck.
And it was funny. I
felt rich. And I was like, nigga, I felt like the nigga. I wasn't harping on the pain for my life. I was filling my pockets. I was feeling everything. I was buying foreigns, buying jewelry. I just had got the 6-bedroom crib and shit like that. I was like, nigga, say what? Say what? I jumped out of my feelings and jumped into a foreign. Bitches say I'm a teddy bear. Well, give me my Porsche. I was popping my bullshit. That's what I was on at the time. Say what? Hard though.
Yeah. That's a good drive song. That is most definitely a good drive song. So.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that they like to work out to that shit and hella shit like that.
Yeah. So when is the Big Omeezy and Work Dirty?
We need to get in and do one. I got what?
As soon as you send me my verse back, that
I was about to say.
You sent him a
recently I gotta do. You know what's hella funny? So early on, I noticed this too. I don't know if this like you like this with you, Omeezy. So early on, when you grinding, like trying to get your name on, but you're in the studio a lot because you don't have a lot of other activity going on. So you're making hella songs. So I'm knocking, like I used to knock, niggas send me 10 verses, I send them all back the same day. But like if you notice, you follow my Instagram, I damn near be having shows all the time, like on the weekends, and then I got kids too now, and I got a couple businesses and shit like that. So I'm not recording as much, but I'm performing more now, right? But I'm gonna knock that verse out too, but that's not an excuse. That's just the truth. But
I was waiting for the
no.
I was like, okay.
But back then we was lab rats. When I was younger, we was trapping and recording, just making music, talking about the lifestyle.
Back then, it's like when I did my first project, DJ Pizzo was like, now you got to get your catalog up. You know, because it's all about the catalog. Fuck having one or two albums. It's like we going up against cats that got 15, 20, 30 albums. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't never gonna catch that. I ain't never gonna catch that. It is what it is. You
And
know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
catalog too, so I'll be like, so now on top of that, what you're saying with the catalog is, on top of having the catalog informing is that because of the way social media is and the way they're digesting music, we can go back and shoot content clips and videos to those records that we love that didn't get enough life.
Right.
Right? I can go shoot a content clip to a video that I thought the verse was crazy, song was
They
crazy.
didn't call it content back then.
Right.
We wasn't calling it content. Now when we shoot a video, we just calling it content and we doing what we supposed to do anyway.
Because they're receiving the 48-second, 55-second video. The attention spans are short. They're not really watching the whole 3.5, 4 minute video no more. You know, you do your best verse off that song, shooting a dope spot, put your clean clothes on, make sure your cameraman gets you can shoot on a dope iPhone 17, you crispy as fuck. Edit that bitch up nice and clean and put that shit up, 20,000, 30,000 views on that motherfucker in 1 week on Instagram from the shares. The fans are actually seeing that, and they're directly in your hand commenting, "Fire! I like this. This hard." Da, 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 da. Man, go hit the link, man. Go download that bitch or go stream that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And you getting the streams too from Instagrams and the Facebooks and the TikToks and all that shit count. So it's actually more lucrative to do that than go spend a hell of money on a full-fledged video, food, the cameraman, the girls, the cars, all the shit you need to pay for the location. It's more lucrative, more profitable to shoot this 45-second clip of you gassing crazy. You can actually go sit in your neighborhood or whatever you at, the shit you're talking about right there, and do that. Get the content like you said, and you can put out 3, 4 of them a week and do numbers a week. You know what I'm saying? On your page, and you got your direct fans right there, your followers directly tapping in. Ooh, this hard, and you put a project out. You shoot one to every single song, and you shoot four or five versions.
I've been on the page. Ren the Heat Monster inspired me, and Daz inspired me to do physical copies on this new EP that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because nostalgia want a nigga to have a physical CD. I ain't saying you gotta make 10,000 copies of shit or try to sell 100,000 like Lil Russell and shit, but just make one last good couple of times. Make a physical copy, sign them things. You know what I'm saying? Tech Nine them still making physical copies.
People will buy them even if they have no plan on playing the actual.
Hell yeah, and not even just that, but I be on TikTok and they got the little portable Bluetooth CD players that they selling.
What?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, you can still, if you got some CDs and shit, you know what I'm saying, and people still overseas are still buying CDs
Yeah, I heard about the
in Japan and this shit, and you know what I'm saying, and they still copying CDs, you know what I'm saying. So we still be thinking so small minded because there ain't no moms and pop stores and all that shit, but that's not to say that people won't cop, $5-10 for even just to support.
I was just telling somebody the other day, you got to remember, we in Northern California, Bay Area, and all that shit. This is the technology capital of the world. We're ahead of so many other people that we think everybody operating like. I'm telling you, like, bro, in the rural South and shit like that is different. We out here in California. I mean, everything on your phone, the shit we own right now, was created right here in the Bay Area, and everybody's sitting in one court. The Facebooks, the YouTubes, all the shit, motherfucking Uber, Tesla, all the technology shit that's on your phone is created right here. So we out with the old and with the new hella fast. While the other rest of the world might be still trying to catch up to us. You know what I'm saying? We got the self-driving Ubers. I mean, they the company.
I'm not getting one of those.
Huh?
I would never get in one of those.
Yeah, I ain't getting that shit. But
Waymo, you ain't getting in the Waymo?
Nah, hell no. I'm not getting no Waymo. I'm not getting that shit, bro. I just seen on Instagram, they got stuck on the train track. And that shit.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
What you think about cats like Max B and cats like, cats that done did 17 years coming out, you know what I'm saying, hitting the ground running and shit, you know what I'm saying, and you feel me, actually doing better than niggas that been doing it for hella long.
I think it's dope.
That been free out on the street all this time, and he hop out. And,
I think it's super dope. French, He's out here still on the ground. He understands the game. He understands what media means. He understands the exposure, getting him on the blogs and the podcasts and the interviews and Breakfast Club. So he know what to do to get him back lit. And Max B already got the sauce. He already got the swag. Apparently, of course, he already had it before he went down. So he got the other dynamics. He just, thank God for French. He knows what's going on, so he know how to put them pieces together. I think he's dope. I think he got energy. I think he got something to talk about, and he's an interesting character. And it's good for him, for real. Hell yeah.
Well, Pops was on here watching. I think he dropped off. I don't see his comment anymore. But we got a few watchers on here. We got Simone Bird, Lisa Baker, um, Eddie. Thank you guys for tuning in and everything to the. I feel like should be called the, Ola. Oh, what we got? Ola, Sick With It.
Sick with it, all the shit.
40 will love that. 40 will love Sick With It show.
In
Even
a perfect in a perfect world, work. What do you hope to get out of the rap game before it's all said and done?
I don't know. So I know my conversation be going off the map. So I was talking to Drew earlier. So my knowledge for the business grows every day. Like even like how many different ways it is to make money off a song. Like how many the shit that we didn't know before, for even the publishing, the writers, sound exchange, getting stream count off TikTok and getting paid for Meta and off the actual song, the download, and you can go, like you say, you can make physicals. There's so many ways. So I just want to build a super strong ass catalog to where like I said, even my public, I get licensing deals. I got a licensing thing from Peloton the other day, the little exercise bike shit. They license, like so many people license your song. Like they might license your song at all the Five Guys because they playing the songs on their thing. Like there's so many ways to make money off of music and off a song. And I was like, just tell me why you think these billionaires is coming to buy niggas catalogs, giving niggas $50 million. They know something we don't know, right? So back to what you're saying is have a strong catalog. I want to have a super strong catalog that continues to make money well beyond my life, that my kids can make some money off of. With music, and because the way things are done, I don't think it's ever over. Even that old school like age thing, like, oh, you're 30, so it's not over. Them days is past, bro. You got, like you said, the older niggas is actually more popping because they got more catalog. They can do better shows, and the shows are more comfortable for investors and promoters because they don't want to book the serial killer niggas, the serial killer rap niggas, because they don't want. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna book the Fat Joes and the E40s and the Too Shorts and
But then you got the boy that what's his name? NBA young boy, nigga, and that nigga is the most kill everybody on a record ass dude. And you know what I'm saying? He went out there and sold out all kind of arena shows.
Definitely, he ain't been. You gotta remember too, he been on ankle monitor since before the 2020s. So this is his first time really being able to get outside. Right. He got a super strong following, which is super dope for him. But I just think investor wise, like even look at all the trouble that came out, they were trying to shut that shit down. You know how many cities and cops and city council people that didn't want that show there because they're just, they're afraid of the King Von type situation. They're afraid of niggas getting trampled. They're afraid of the beef coming there, the drama, young niggas shooting each other. And I'm not saying that's all what it is, because we can definitely, obviously, I mean, we hear about no super crazy shit, his shit. We can have successful events, but just as an investor, I'm thinking if I have my money, I'm a gamble with the older artist that got 25 years worth of hits, and he's gonna bring out an older crowd that just want to have a good time. They go to work every day and they just want to, live in their days and spend their 50, 60, $100 on a ticket. They got more money. They're going to buy more shit. They're going to buy liquor. They're going to pay for parking. They're going to book up all the hotels in the area. They going to, they don't mind paying $100 a ticket. I would gamble on the older ones, me personally, if it was my money.
One thing about touring with Quick and Warren G and Bone Thugs and all that, it's like it's always the same people for the most part. But everybody come and do their job, and you know what I'm saying, and niggas ain't cutting up like back in the days. Niggas doing to do their job, you know what I'm saying, get taken care of, get their bag, and hip to the next show. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's real. Even like now, like you know, they would consider me art artist. So if I go back to shows years back, go to Life Movement, whatever, them times. I mean, nigga, we fought and shot our way out of a lot of shows, going to niggas different cities because we was rapping that shit. We in that crowd and age group. Niggas want to test to see if it's really real. You know, me and my homies in there, we trying to knock niggas bitches from that city, and the smoke and drama come with that shit. But then now, right, I go do shows with Jay Stalin or whomever, people from my era and genre, or whatever, and it's smooth. It's love. Even the younger niggas respect us. They love us. We ain't got no problems. Niggas ain't trying to rob a nigga. Ain't no smoke. It's like, I think it just come with surviving and shit, getting a little older, a little sharper, moving different. You know how your little security got your partners with you, not having a bunch of ignorant, aggressive niggas with you that's offending people in different cities you going through and shit like that. So yeah, I think it's just a smoother situation.
It really catches older anyway. The OGs is older, but niggas is old too.
Right.
Then you got the lower, then you got the other tier of cats who really just don't give a fuck at all about nothing.
But even the young niggas that be at the shows, we just did a show last weekend. Even the younger niggas that be at the shows, is younger than us, is 27, 26. They even respect it because it's not that energy. We not stepping on their toes. They're not offended by us shining coming through with the big jewelry on, and we not on their radar. I'm not on their radar. You know what I'm saying? I'm 10 years plus older than them, 10 years plus older than them and shit like that. They ain't tripping on me. They own niggas they age. They the words they listen to on like a quote unquote NBA YoungBoy song, they in their age bracket, 28 years old, 27, they want to see what that nigga talking about. If he really about that shit he talking about. They ain't tripping on a nigga like me. The niggas that's my age that's there, they're there out of nostalgia. They respect it. They grew up on it. They want to relive that moment. The niggas and people that's there that's a little younger, you know what I'm saying? They big homie or they big brother might have been fucking with a nigga, and they might just start following nigga on social media. It might be new to them, but I'm not in the age bracket. I'm not trapping the traps they trapping through. I'm not on the post of what they got going on. They're not offended by what I'm saying. They just enjoying the music. They just enjoying the situation. So we don't bump heads at all. It's just a different, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Like when I was 23, 24, we bumped the heads with everybody, everywhere. Even when I went Triton.
Me and Hitter was talking about a couple years ago. We was talking about we're gonna do a tour. What's gonna be called the Get Home Safe Tour.
Wow.
Like even the way Mac Dre died, niggas followed nigga out, shot the car up. Niggas didn't live that hell of times. That didn't happen. Come on, man. Unfortunately, he didn't survive that situation. That shit didn't happen. You know how many rappers that happened to? You know how many times niggas experienced that? Had to shoot their way up out of something or got in a whole club fight, nigga. Nigga, we didn't fuck the nigga. We was laughing about a story the other day. It's having those energy type of niggas with you. Having my little homies with me, having my partners with me. They get into it with niggas, you know, trying to talk to a nigga bitch. Nigga like, that's my girl. Nigga tell nigga I don't give a fuck, slap the shit out the nigga, fire the nigga. He got his whole neighborhood in here. We ended up fighting the whole club. Or something that could have been avoided type shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the promoter that's from that neighborhood because they fuck with me. They fight in their neighborhood with us. Nigga, I remember one time we could get to some niggas in Reno. My partner Bundle and my brother. I was talking to a chick. She like, I got a man. You know, niggas is ignorant, drunk, full of liquor. Said, fuck your man, bitch. The nigga right there. He right there though. When he said he hey. So as he say something, my brother fired, nigga boot slid the nigga, all hell break loose. The bitch shot hit my brother in the head with a shoe. They mopped it, they mopped the nigga up in the bitch up. We thinking it's all good. Niggas still outside rolling their weed up. They go inside, the whole club come out. Nigga, the whole club came. When I say the whole club was their neighborhood. The whole club came out, nigga. It's like 8, 9, 10 of us. Man, it had to be like 80 of them niggas, blood. We was fighting for our life.
I chopped it up with Daz. Excuse me. I chopped it up with Daz. We was at Thunder Valley. We had a show out there a couple of months ago, and he was talking about AI and how he been heavily using AI. You know what I'm saying, for his new projects and shit. How you feel about using AI to make your beats, or you know what I'm saying, or to write your, or you know, like
the writing and performance.
like all the shit. I'm talking about using it to create the hooks and create the songs, and you changing a few things and shit. And, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like that. If I find out artist is doing that, I'm not gonna be able to relate to the record the same way. I'm not gonna feel it the same way. I don't mind somebody doing AI for the visuals. I mean, you know, I seen some dope shit. Speaking of Daz, I seen he had a dope ass one for a song he had. And they had Nipsey Hussle animated in there and
You
Tupac.
was going crazy with the AI. All that shit been
That shit was
crazy
dope.
with AI.
Me personally, they might call me a dinosaur. I'm not. I'm not only like that. I like going out there and actually shooting real content with the people, touching the surface and the gravel, filming at my shows, actually getting out there. I like that. I enjoy that. So, not saying that I won't do AI shit because I've seen some dope shit, but actually,
Visuals and flyers and shit, that's one
yeah,
thing. But producing the
yeah,
beats and
creating the music and the beat and
yeah,
writing.
yeah. I
I'm
ain't
not
with
gonna even
that
feel
part.
like I'm in it no more. Like I don't. Yeah, that ain't it. They was talking
Yeah,
about doing it.
and I was like, well, what about, you know, you shit, you calling on your ancestors, the guys at pen, you listening to the beat and letting
Yeah,
the beat, you know what I'm
and
saying?
your soul, let your soul spill out.
Yeah, I feel like the same way we put parental advisory stickers on shit. We need to
AI
put a
and
sticker on there that says
automated. Yeah.
created by a human made, whatever the fuck, however you want to put it.
You know, I think was it Spotify? Cause I be watching the boy Demiza on Instagram. Like he be popping a lot of good information about the industry. Shout out him, he dope as fuck.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He been around a long time. I think they were saying something Spotify or something. They're gonna make people start doing something like that. I don't want, don't quote me because I don't want to be wrong, but it's supposed to be something like that in that realm of like, you know, this is created by human or AI
I
generated.
don't, I'm be honest with you. I don't want no AI.
No,
I don't want it. I'm cool. I don't want it. I don't want no AI beats.
no AI,
I
nothing.
don't want nothing, no AI singing.
Nah, hell,
I
nah.
don't want. Yeah, I don't want no piece of it. With all due respect to whoever decide they want to
Nah,
use it.
disrespectfully. I don't
Now
want that.
everybody's playing that song.
Then we get Millie Vanilli and them out of here for faking it?
Yeah.
Like, come on, my nigga, we not doing that.
But
Yeah,
that song that everybody's playing, like tired of this bullshit, I didn't know that was I said, what do you mean that's an AI? So that's not even a human. It's AI singing.
that's weird.
And then
I'm not
and
listening to a
everybody's
robot sing
playing
to
it.
me about emotions and tell me a story. It's not real. You're a computer. Like, especially with hip hop, the root of hip hop
Mhm.
and R&B and soul came from the struggles of our people. It was created from people's souls. Even early on soul music, like even like a lot of people don't know, like I like country because it's soul music to me. They're telling stories. Even if they talking about a woman that left them and they truck broke down and you know the woman left them for their best friend and all he got is this Jack Daniels bottle and a guitar. That's a story. That's soul music to me. I like country music. Um, but yeah, if it, in general, if it's not soul for me, that's why I don't even like the serial killer rap. That's soulless. That's literally the opposite of what we're supposed to represent. That's soulless music. You're talking about
Yeah.
taking other black people's lives in you know in mass amounts over nothing. What is soulful about killing your people, taking your people out of here?
I think it's just lazy not using AI. You know what I'm saying? I think it's some lazy shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't want to trust your pen, you don't want to trust your mind and shit like that. We literally went to the when we went to the BMI awards, we literally seen people go up on stage who won an award, and it would be 7, 8 people on stage that contributed to the one song. Each song, I'm talking about from K Dot, from all these different artists. Kendrick win an award. It's 7 niggas on stage. The producers, all that, who somebody maybe wrote something on the hook or some shit, or you know what I'm saying. And this is for damn near every person that won an award.
Most
Even the
most hit most hit
even the click. They go up there. It's 7 people on 8 people on stage for this
most
one song.
most people get on like you might hear the Glorilla fuck nigga free. That probably was the last time that a song was done naturally. Probably her and her couple homegirls sitting in the studio fucking around. And every other hit after that, probably 9 producers, 12 writers. Not just her because she's actually my favorite female rapper. I love her to death. She dope. But I'm just saying that machine get involved. They trying to recreate the magic again. And you know the labels get involved and There's 15 niggas in there. Somebody came in and played the chimes. 9 niggas came in with different ideologies on the hook and this and that and the third and the beat and curating this and curating that. Like, yeah, it's usually when you see his hit record, there's like 19 people behind it. Real talk, true story.
Right.
And it used to be a time when you would make a dope ass record, especially in the Bay, Northern Cali. You'll make a dope ass record. That record gonna get you in all the clubs. That shit's gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be up. Just that one record. That shit ain't like that no more. You got a nigga like Russell, Russell. He doing 70 albums, throwing out all the content. Like you know what I'm saying? Putting it in a place where, I mean, you respect the hustle. Everybody can't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna push the issue like that.
I would love to see where he gonna be when he catch a real live organic hit for real. He gonna be out of here. Stratosphere. He big now. He doing his thing.
He do so many damn songs
He might.
that
That's what I say. He might be sitting on it.
one of them is probably a
Hey,
for
you know what?
sure bona fide.
He
But
probably
he
got.
always moving on to the next Joan that you ain't got.
He probably got 2 or 3 bona fide real life monsters, but because of the way his system is set up,
Right.
is on to the next.
Mm.
He's doing numbers. He's streaming. I know he do his thing on but it's on direct to consumer too through Even and stuff like that. But because of the way his system's set up, I don't think it allows him to sit on one record and push just one record because he has his team. They got everything they going on. They're not thriving on one record. I think his whole thing is set up off of mass quantity and producing more and 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 more. But I would love, like, if he just one bona fide hit, he would be fucking out of here because he already got the support of the people.
But
He
you
already got
know,
the support of the people. His
it's
name
just like we say. It's like we say. Bay artists are too smart for their own good. The average Bay artist, the average Northern Cali artist, ain't turning down no deal from Jay-Z. I don't give a fuck what they talking about.
That young nigga smart, and it's a compliment to his parents also, because you are the product you come from. You are the fruit is from the tree and the roots. It shows what kind of fruit you're gonna be. No homo or nothing like that. I don't mean that kind of fruit, but I'm saying he's a smart guy. The way he speaks with intelligence, the way he speaks with he has vision. He understands it. He gets it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a testament to his mom and his dad, for real, for real. The things they produce, the stuff you put into your children. We're a product of our environment. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a testament to teamwork.
Yeah,
Teamwork, my nigga.
and his team. But even for that team to follow you, that God bless you with the power of conviction, and the power of vision, and the power of insight, and the power of words out of your mouth. He was able to convince those people to follow him and join his team even before there was any money. So that can show you the blessings God bestowed upon Russell. Whenever you see people with a team of people, even when niggas using it for evil or wrong, a nigga, leading a gang of three shooters or 3 niggas trapping.
One thing you gotta have more than anything is you gotta have that never say die, that test of fortitude to keep pushing regardless. Even he rap about that. Said he threw an event, nigga, nobody showed up, nigga.
Man, you know what I'm telling nigga experience that, man. Listen, we ain't showing them. We ain't showing the clips with the 12 niggas in the crowd.
Hell no. Hey, 5 or 5,000, you still rocking. Hey, you still gotta get up there.
I'm only showing the list.
Hey, get that right angle and shit. Be like, damn, they never show the crowd. Why didn't they show the crowd? Get the right angle on that shit, B.
He got the bug. He got the drive. I recognize him because that's what we had. When your homies put on you, when the managers don't produce, when the shit ain't working, when you just keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. And that's how I'm still here. The evolution, there's so many things have changed over the years. People that was around ain't around no more. The situation you might have had financially ain't there no more. The managers, the homies, the producers, the people that's right, security, people leave, people quit, people lives change. Some niggas get with a different woman now. I've experienced this a lot. they get with a woman. They might have even met the woman at the show. And now all of a sudden, because they in a serious relationship, she don't want you at rap shows or videos. They don't want you around no video chicks. They don't want you around none of that type of lifestyle. So now, nigga, your partner then that was might have doing security for you or hype manning for you or whatever it was, whatever you think he contributed to your team, he can't do that no more because it's girl trip. So I've experienced that a ton of times. You know what I'm saying? She wants the nigga to go get a regular job and come home at 5 o'clock every day. She don't want you on the road. She don't want you in a different city with half naked beautiful chicks everywhere. And that's understandable. You in this club, in that club, in this club this weekend, in that club, find out here and there. Some of these women don't got the security, they don't got the confidence to hold on to the shit like that. They tripping on the nigga. So the nigga, he don't want to lose a bra, so it happens. It's life.
So basically, like when I asked the question earlier, I said, where you see yourself? You just keep pushing, nigga. Keep making music. Keep doing what we doing. Everybody keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You never know when you might catch it. You might catch a wave. Might catch a vibe and be up. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas caught all kind of ways. I want to put some more artists. I mean, I've done it a few times, but I want to put some artists out too and build like that. Like I see myself in the music business forever. I love the music business. No matter what else I'm doing, other things, I'm a hustler, so I'm gonna go make some money other places and shit like that. But I'm gonna be involved in this business forever, for sure, 100%.
Now I wanted to ask you, how do you balance the family life and your music life? How do you balance all that?
I'm just one of them.
And your business. And you say you own a couple businesses? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So even 40 told me the other day, he's like, nigga, you always moving. Like if you go to my story, you might literally see me. Like, for example, like I on a used car lot, I might be at the fucking dealer's auction in the morning. Then in the afternoon, I might be at my son's practice and might help him with the coaching. Then that same night, I might be at a show, performing at a show 60, 100, 200 miles away. Like, I'm like that. I'm just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, your kids, what about your kids? Are any of them like taking after you? Like, I don't know the ages though.
My son played basketball. He about to be 10. And my daughter's 12. She just turned 12 December 23rd. They in their own world. They square suburban kids. They don't want to rap. My son hella funny. He got hella personality. He a fool with the basketball shit though. He really a beast. He fuck around heavy. And my daughter's play flag football and shit like that. She in the band. They just doing their thing, man. They just chilling.
If you ain't been in this shit for at least 10 years, nigga, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, you understand? This shit is treacherous. This shit is treacherous out here. You understand?
Really?
Cause you gotta. Not only do you go against other artists, now you gotta go up against AI and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You're a graphic artist. You've been doing graphics your whole life.
Niggas
now, motherfucker, type in a couple words and your shit is
$10 on the app. Now they got a cover.
The illest shit though. I was fucking around with what I think one Meta AI, and I said, take this picture, give me a chain, give me this, type the title of the song and shit. Hit enter. That shit came out with the illest shit I've had, the illest cover. And I was just like, damn, this might be curtains for a few of my homeboys.
Yeah, a couple of my little cousins putting out music and shit. And I see some dope ass covers. I'm like, oh, who did your artwork? Because I always like to mix it up. It's like, man, I paid $9.99 on AI, and nigga, I told them what I wanted, and I was like, wow.
Yo.
Niggas got full music videos with the Bentley Rolls Royce jumping out of the
Crazy.
Oh man.
Work Dirty. I appreciate you, taking the time out and stuff. We done went an hour and a half already.
It's all good. It's all love.
That's what happens when family get together and everything.
It's all street when real ones meet, huh?
Yeah. So once you shoot out your handles and let me ask you this: how can somebody work with Work Dirty? What if somebody's like, man, I'm a dope artist. I want to,
Tap in. Hit that Instagram, man. Hit the Instagram, the DM. Hit my DM. I do verses every day for niggas, man. I can show niggas love on the price.
Handles up. Throw out your handles. Let them know.
So actually, my original Instagram took my page this past like right after my birthday in September. So I had a page, but anyway, my new one is Work Baby, WORKBABEE DA Don. Work Baby the Don. That's my new Instagram handle. Tap in, let's work. Let's get to the money, man. You want to book me for a show, whatever, tap in. I'll fuck with it. You know what I mean?
And don't hit him up on Facebook because I was wondering why he wasn't answering my messages.
I don't really see the Facebook message. I definitely see the Instagram messages. Yeah. But yeah, follow my new page. Everybody follow my new page, Work Baby the Don. They took my page, they did me dirty. And then they tried to double back. Like a month later, I'm like, I was like, no, I don't want that back. And somebody was telling me, once they do that, you in Instagram jail. They blocking your content. They shadow banning you, all this shit. You can't get ads. So I was like, man, fuck that page. I'll build a new page up. So it's all
good. Turf's page got took too or something.
He did. He did. Mm-hmm.
So we do have an announcement though, me and Omeezy, right?
Do we?
Yeah, what we got on Tuesdays? What'd you call it? Look, he already got. Look. All right. On Tuesdays, we'll let y'all know when. Me and Big Omeezy is going to be doing what you call it? Talk Back
Tuesday. Talk Back Tuesday. Yeah.
Go ahead and tell them.
Talk Back Tuesday. Talk Back Tuesday. I mean, I was already doing Talk Back Tuesday when I was doing the Real Spill show. And I was doing that on Blog Talk Radio. That shit don't exist no more. The whole shit went down. So, and I had a whole bunch of great guests, and we got a lot of good subject matters. I just feel like we're living in a time where, a lot of people need to be able to talk some shit out. Sometimes it's better to be able to talk some shit out than just sit around and just let shit bubble up. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then when some shit unfold, then you just explode. You know what I'm saying? I rock with my boy D.B. Bedford, the EI guy, talking about emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 2026, we as a people, we need to, you know what I'm saying, really reconcile a lot of emotional intelligence that'll keep us out of a lot of trouble and shit. You know what I'm saying? And stay unified and stay informed. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I hope to, I'm trying to get back in the gear of podcasting and shit like that, being that, now you got Joe and Jada, and you got all these different podcasts and shit, and it's like
your experience in the business and podcast. Look, it's good for you. You good at this. You got to talk to people. I think that's one of your callings too.
Oh, mama.
I like y'all dynamic too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's different for me because I used to have to carry all that equipment around. So this Zoom thing is just so easy for me, instead of carrying lights, camera, microphones, and all that stuff. Now, our other family just jumped on Lamont.
Monty.
So, all right. He's Sick Wid It family too. So what's up, Lamont? All the way from, he's in what, Arizona? I think he's in Arizona.
No, he moved back to Vegas. He moved back to.
Oh, I can't keep up with y'all.
Not to put his business in the street, but you asked me.
Not to put his business in the street.
We family, Lamont, remember? He said, hey. So, all right, Work Dirty. Anything else you want to let people know? Once again, let people know when you and Turf, the name of the
Let the Hood Rejoice will be dropping within weeks. Stay tapped in, follow my page. You know what I'm saying? This independent shit is beautiful. We own everything, and I always have. I own it all, my whole catalog. I do what I want to do with it.
How can they book you?
Huh?
How can they book you? Like for performances or anything?
Me at Work Baby, WORKBABEE, DA Don, DON. Work Baby the Don. Tap in, man. This is a beautiful thing. Got a lot of more music coming. The new DB's album coming. Me and Jay Banks was thinking about doing a Gangsta and a Gentleman album, because you do the singing shit. Me and I gonna do a DB's album. I got another solo project coming out. I'm gonna definitely drop another Capo Christmas project at the end of this year, because I was doing them every year. I just skipped out this past year or two. So we cooking, man. Look out for them live shows. We're gonna turn the city up. Respectfully though. You hear me?
Now, since you say you was a ladies' man and like growing up and stuff, so
Allegedly.
do you have any sexy songs and stuff? Since not more, but what?
Gotta tap in. I got a dope record. I listen to a lot myself. It's called Photoshop.
Okay.
Check that one out. I got a lot of them.
Niggas don't rap for the chicks, B. Stop.
No, I got a lot of them.
Niggas don't rap for the chicks.
I got a dope record that's like a local hit called Dick Two Bomb with me and Jay Banks, my cousin Freeze. It's called Dick. That's one of the ones who I performed it the other day. It gets a lot of good reaction every time. They fuck with that song. But Photoshop hard as fuck too. They gonna see us glowing, never give us props, huh? They gonna try to say it's Photoshop. But yeah, I got some shit.
Wait, what was the song you did with Voice, right? You did one with Voice?
Yeah, oh, we did a record about my mother.
Okay.
That was a dope ass record. We flipped the Biggie, it was the Sky's the Limit, I think. We flipped, was the Biggie Sky's the Limit record?
I don't even remember. I was there, right? I don't even remember.
I think he was around. Voice dope, man. She was a dope artist, man. I want to see her keep pushing, man.
I don't know if I've ever heard her. Now, I know I said it was gonna go, but do you speak to, like, since what you've been through, right? You know, do you go talk to like the youth? Like, do you have anything like you're giving back to the youth that, kind of like encouraging, especially that.
I haven't done nothing specifically consistently, but I've done a lot of things over the years. Like I remember we used to do I did a charity, like a free concert at Hogan school in Vallejo where I'm from years back. Now I'm helping out, like coaching my son's basketball team, assistant coach. I can't commit to full time, too busy. But I try to give my knowledge and my homies and my younger cousins. I'm on them heavy. Like years ago, like I tell people all the time, the guy I used to be. One of my little cousins looking to come up or they pockets tapped, I tell a nigga, look, go get you a broad and set her down, or here go this dope sack, or here go these 20 P's. Like now I'm telling nigga, look, this is what you do, man. Go get your LLC, go get your guard card, go get your legal firearm, file for your CCW. Like I'm putting them on ways to go do other things. Nigga, in the meantime, you can go Uber, deliver food. It's like so many other ways to get money and do something illegal. So I'm preaching things from my knowledge. Every time I come across young niggas, anytime, I'm just pushing them because my experience trying to keep them out of prison or keep them out the prison pipeline, the prison pipeline on their way to prison, shit like that. Like from the background I come from, I come from the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? The unguided youth, more than just the streets. I come from foster care where niggas didn't have no mamas and daddies and nobody that cared about them enough. I come from a lot of not giving a fuck ass people. Like the people I grew up, they didn't give a fuck because nobody gave a fuck about them. So I'm always just trying to catch them early and put some knowledge in their ear and some game in their brain all the time. And if you listen closely a lot to like a lot of my deeper records, you will hear it in there and shit like that.
Okay, cool. Omeezy, anything else before we take off?
Yeah, bang bang Niner gang. Fuck all you hate ass niggas. Stop hating on my bum ass team. You hating ass niggas just because your team is bummy and fucked up. Don't hate on my team.
No, my team.
We the only team left in the Bay Area, but niggas want to hate on our squad and shit. It is what it is. You understand?
I can't even argue. I can't even go argue with a nigga at the barbershop. My team sucks.
Yeah, he got the hat on too.
It's depressing. I don't want to. That's how bad it is.
All right, I love you guys. Anytime you want to come on, if you could grab Turf, let's do it.
New work, Dirty and Turf Talk album. Let the hood rejoice, man. Look for it. Next 10, 15 days is coming on your dog ass. Follow me on Instagram. It's love. We out.
Well, check them out on this channel too. We're gonna get Turf and you on.
We're gonna put that together. 100.
All right, love you guys. See you later.
Much love, brother. Much love.